The grainy footage flickers. A young woman, Elisa Lam, steps into the elevator. Her movements are erratic. She pushes buttons, but the elevator doesn't move. She peers out into the hallway, her face a mixture of anxiety and fear. It's as if she's hiding from something unseen, something sinister lurking just beyond the camera's lens. This chilling security footage, captured in the Cecil Hotel's elevator, would become Elisa Lam's haunting final act, a cryptic puzzle piece in a case that continues to baffle and disturb. This image, forever seared into the minds of those who have seen it, is just the beginning. Elisa Lam's story, a tragic spiral into the abyss of the unknown, is a chilling reminder that even in the digital age, some mysteries remain unsolved, their answers lost in the shadows of speculation and unanswered questions. This is the unsettling story of Elisa Lam, a young woman whose life was cut tragically short, leaving behind a trail of eerie clues and a mystery that continues to captivate and disturb the world. Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old Canadian student from Vancouver, had embarked on a solo trip across California. Full of hope and wanderlust, she documented her adventures on her blog, sharing her experiences with the world. Behind her bright smile and thirst for life, however, Elisa carried a heavy burden: a diagnosis of bipolar disorder. This condition, a complex mental health disorder characterized by extreme shifts in mood, would become a crucial element in the investigation into her disappearance and tragic death. Elisa was a gifted student, attending the University of British Columbia with dreams and aspirations like any other young woman her age. She loved music, photography, and exploring new places, her spirit shining through in her writing and the photographs she captured, but the darkness that sometimes clouded her mind, the unpredictable nature of her condition, would ultimately lead her to the Cecil Hotel, a place where her life would take a sinister and inexplicable turn. Towering over Los Angeles' notorious Skid Row, the Cecil Hotel stood as a grim monument to despair. Its once grand facade had long since crumbled, replaced by an air of neglect and decay. The Cecil was more than just a rundown hotel. It was a notorious landmark, its history stained with tales of suicide, murder, and madness. Serial killers had walked its halls, their presence leaving an indelible mark on the building's already tarnished reputation. The Cecil's corridors whispered with the ghosts of its past, each room seemingly holding the echoes of unspeakable acts. It was a place where darkness seemed to cling to the very walls, a magnet for the lost and the damned. For Elisa Lam, seeking affordable lodging on her journey, the Cecil's dark allure would prove tragically fatal. Unknowingly, she had stepped into a nightmare, a labyrinth of shadows where her vibrant spirit would be extinguished, leaving behind a chilling mystery that would forever be intertwined with the hotel's sinister legacy. Section 4. Inside the Elevator. A breakdown of the footage. The elevator footage, released by the LAPD in hopes of generating leads, quickly went viral, captivating and unsettling viewers worldwide. It depicted a series of bizarre and inexplicable actions by Elisa Lam, her behavior defying rational explanation. She could be seen frantically pushing buttons, the elevator remaining unresponsive to her commands. She peeked out into the hallway repeatedly, her body language suggesting fear and paranoia. At times, Elisa seemed to be interacting with someone or something just outside the camera's view, her hands moving in a manner that suggested conversation or even a struggle. The elevator doors remained open for an unusually long period, further fueling the mystery. Was Elisa experiencing a psychotic episode, her mind playing tricks on her? Or was there something more sinister at play, a malevolent force toying with her in her final moments? The footage, open to endless interpretations, only deepened the enigma surrounding Elisa Lam's disappearance. Section 5. A gruesome discovery, Elisa's final moments. Weeks after Elisa's disappearance, guests at the Cecil Hotel began complaining about the water. It was discolored, foul-tasting, and had an unnerving, oily texture. Maintenance workers were dispatched to investigate the source of the issue, their search leading them to the hotel's rooftop water tank. What they discovered there would send chills down the spines of even the most seasoned investigators. Floating face down in the murky water was the naked body of Elisa Lam. The image was nothing short of horrifying, a gruesome end to a young life cut tragically short. The circumstances surrounding her death were as perplexing as they were disturbing. The water tank lid, weighing over 20 pounds, seemed impossible for Elisa to have moved on her own. The roof access door was alarmed, yet there were no records of anyone entering or exiting the roof during the time of her disappearance. How did Elisa Lam end up in the water tank? Was it a tragic accident, a sinister act of murder, or something beyond human comprehension?